Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Supercoach Diaries. Before we get underway and talk about last round, do me two favours. Firstly, like the video if you've enjoyed this entire series, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the following episodes as we head up in the last few rounds of the season. Alright, off the top, if you look at my score, 2,405, again, was a pretty good score. Now, there were some massive scores this week, huge scores. I struggled a bit with a few players that missed out on scoring, whether it was through injury or just having an off game. So I only went up by 1,799, so I didn't make the massive jump that I thought I would, but my rank's coming down further and further. I'm in the 31,000s now, and I want to see if I can get below that 30,000 before the end of the season. As you can see, if you look through the rest of that picture there, I got 2 of my 2 league wins, but unfortunately I'm actually in the final for 1 of my leagues, which is a bit disappointing, but I reckon that I have a really good chance of winning that league. As well as you can see, I actually have 0 trades left, and I'm going to show you what I've done and why I've got 0 trades left and the thinking behind it. So as you can see, here's the team and how I'm planning on heading into this round. As you can see, looking at the scores, I'll have Boyd back in, which will be amazing, which helped the defence. Tip and Woody played okay. He got a 53, which is about what I expected this time of the season for him, but he was good to have a bit of cover on the bench, and that's one thing I'm really happy about with the way this team looks at the moment. I've got cover in each major position. I've got 1 back that can cover, I've got 1 mid that can cover that I'm actually using this week, and I've got 1 forward that can cover. So I've made 2 trades this week, taking me down to no trades left, 0 trades, all done. So Liberatore played last week, and he was good for the first quarter and a half. He was killing it. Then he went down injured and only scored 71. Now, because of that score, it dragged his price right down, and I couldn't really trade him in for anyone of any worth. I think the best I could do was probably Tom Scully, which would leave me with so many GWS players. So if the GWS had an off game, my team would suffer. So I did 2 trades. The first trade I did was Aaron Hall, who was injured, who's probably not going to be finding his way back into the Gold Coast team. And if he does, he's not going to be at the top of his game, so he's not going to be high scoring for us. So I traded him in for Josh Kennedy, who was only 376,000. I thought that's amazing, especially heading towards the end of the season, especially this week, where I need a big performance to make it into the next round of my league final. Josh Kennedy is coming up against a Fremantle team that is devoid of structure in the backline, so I can see Josh Kennedy in for a huge week. So I've stuck him in, got him super cheap, and with that money that I made from switching Aaron Hall to Josh Kennedy, I was able to switch Liberatore to Lachie Neale. Now, Lachie Neale's had an amazing last few weeks, and hopefully, for our sake, he continues that form into the end of the year. He's only got 4 games left, and I've only got 4 games to survive without any trades, which is a risk, but at the moment, if I want to make it in my league final, I need to pull the trigger now, and I need to take a few risks. Hopefully, Shields' injury is not too long, so he'll come back in next week and Reed will go back out. And hopefully, Reed can keep his spot with GWS, meaning he'll be good coverage. So this is my team, and this is how it is going to finish at the end of the season. No more trades are going to be made. It is not going to change. Now, as far as captains go this week, I can't really work the loophole because I don't have enough players that I can use on the bench that I can use as a 0 for my captain's loophole. So I'm going to stick with Dangerfield this week. The Cats have Essendon. So Dangerfield should have a lot of the ball. He should really rack up those disposals, and hopefully that means that he's in for a massive week. Well, guys, that's my team. That's how I'm looking heading into round 20. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to follow the rest of the episodes. Leave a comment down below. How many trades do you have left? Have you used all your trades up? Do let me know. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope your team does better than mine, and I'll see you later.